time it's going to be 20 teams. And we've been through the group stages, we've been through the Open Qualifiers, but now it all comes down to this. Teams have fought hardly to reach this point. And now, Melva, it's just, how to say, I don't know who to point out as the team that's going to make it on the top place at the end. But we do have some fierce competition here.
Incredible. This is just incredible. And all the teams that we invited and that we invited to the group stage are here because they're the best. And the teams that kind of surprised us, teams like Flight Hospital, Winside Esports, King Club, Gangstars, and some teams like that, you know, especially Quantum Bellator Fire. I'm really looking forward to see them, how they perform versus the best teams in the world.
Yeah, I do agree with you that QBF has a good chance. However, it's kind of hard to mention them when you look at what teams are joining them now. It's going to be Team Liquid, Welcome to South Georgia, Now We, and Ghost Gaming. However, we did see some of those teams like Team Liquid and Welcome to South Georgia actually changing a member. Yeah. So it's going to be Mista playing instead of Scoom for Team Liquid, and I'm curious to see how this change, for example,
for me, Scoom is one of the best players around, and it's going to be really interesting to see how Liquid performs without Scoom here.
So the interesting thing is Team Liquid, they won our first season back in May, and now they have a chance to defend their crown. But the question is, are they going to make it? But now, match number 1 is finally ready, so let's jump right into it. We did see the plane route going all the way from Žarki toward the military base. And Melva, the big difference now is, as I said at the beginning, we have 20 teams. Each frag is 15 points. So we are using PGI eSport settings. And to be honest, now with 20 teams, anyone can be caught off guard.
Yeah, and I'm really pretty curious to see how teams will play this one out, because it's almost like, you know, you have like 100 players in pub, you know, so it's going to be really interesting to see how they rotate into the zone. I believe that we're going to see some really early rotations at the beginning. So
and we already see first blood being thrown here. It's actually G2 managed to take down a member of Meteor Makers, Stuf. We've seen Meteor Makers back in Group C, and they gave us some really great matches. In the end, they managed to qualify 3rd in that group. However, they had really tough competition. We've seen FaZe and C9 with them, Elva, and we do know that both of those teams won 3 chicken dinners in total. So, Meteor Makers being here, I think this is a huge step for them. The team has been looking really great, and I want to see what they can do here. However, they already lost a player, so we will see how that's going to pan out for them.
It's nothing unusual when you have 80 people on the map, so they just need to back off. They're in the zone already. They're in an okay position. They just need to somehow get together. Well, Flowey, Doubles, and Spoof are kind of close, so I'm pretty sure they will have the rest of the game okay for now.
Now, we do see at the military base, it's Team Vitality. We have to mention that they ended up 2nd in our last edition of the tournament back in May, Melva, and they've been also looking really great even in the group stages. They didn't receive a direct invite to the finals, but they kind of made it look easy in the group stage. So I want to see what Vitality can do here now, and who knows, maybe they will be that #1 team. They finished up, as I said, 2nd. Now they have a chance to get that #1 spot.
After all these group stages and seeing these teams that got invited to the grand finals directly, I'm just so, I can't say which team is better, you know. FaZe, Cloud9, Vitality, oh my god, I don't know. I mean, we've seen them perform at the top level, and I just want to see them play right now.
Yeah, it's going to be, as you said, epic. But now we do see Purple Cobras being here in a fight with one of the teams that is C9, I believe. And C9, they've been a team that basically wanted to fight with everyone. We remember the performance of Moody, who was taking down a whole squad of TIA multiple times. And in my opinion, he's definitely one of the standout players here for Cloud9. But now, Melva, the competition is way stronger, I'd say. So they will have to... They might incorporate the same style, but it's going to be hard.
I really don't think so that teams will play it aggressive. Well, maybe one team will play it aggressive, and that's Navi, because they always play aggressive. But I think that other teams will approach the situation a bit more cautiously, because, you know, everyone is aware that we have 20 teams on the map, so things will be a bit different.
We also do have to mention, Melva, that maybe 2 teams are missing. that were playing in the group stage. We do know that Pittsburgh Knights are unfortunately not here. I believe they would make this grand finals even more epic. And M19 is not here. They've managed to win GLL Season 2 grand finals, and them not being here, that's kind of a shame. But they did change the player, so we've seen what can happen when you change a player. Team Liquid did now that. Also, welcome to South Georgia, and I want to see how them will react to the changes. And are they going to perform similarly to M19?
Well, M19 did lose their leader, you know. Battlin left M19, so that's a huge blow to the team. While the other teams here didn't lose actually their leaders, but they lost quality players because we know that everyone who's playing for Liquid, everyone who's playing for Welcome to South Georgia and so on, are top-of-the-notch players. So, yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. And now, since we have 20 teams, we already see rotations. And I believe that one of the members from Now We here is in fight with Purple Cobras. It's going to be, well, not Purple Cobras, it's Welcome to South Georgia. My mistake there, Sadovic, he's going to be taken down. And Now We already in trouble by the looks of it.
Well, I wouldn't say that they're in trouble. But, yeah, losing a player this early is bad. But we've seen that Meteor Makers did lose a player as well, and they're pretty fine in the zone right now, in the middle of the zone. So I think that Navi will recuperate from this one.
Yeah, and we have to mention that we have 8 games in total. So teams, they have room for mistake. However, I do know for a fact that some teams are simply better when there are 16 teams in the lobby, while some prefer it when there are 20. However, I do feel like the rotations are, as you know, way harder when there are 20 teams.
We see that on shooting range, Dignitas did some heavy damage to the guys from Tindergold here. Tindergold are kind of underdogs as well here, so I really want to see them perform versus the best teams.
Well, yeah, we have multiple underdogs, Melva. Yeah. We have, for example, Gangstars. They've made it just by the skin of their teeth, so to say, when they managed to edge Chaos in their group, and that was Group C. They managed to finish here in the grand finals. But also teams like Sensei Esports, King Club, they all have a lot to prove here, and if they manage to do that against this competition, that's gonna be really good for them.
You see that Spin from Gangstars is trying to rotate. He has all of the win side behind him, and I'm not sure how he managed to do that, but he's safe for the time being.
And we did see one of the Penta players, that is Kaint, their latest edition. He was knocked by Jazza there from Vitality. I believe it was a really long-range shot, so Penta, they will be able to revive Kaint here. And they had their standard start, where they start toward the farm area, all the way to the east of it. And that's been working very well for them in the group stage, and I want to see how they will do now. However, Chronex is still not playing for them. They're using Nellos, but they used Nellos in the group stage as well, and they've been able to finish first in the group, so...
Yeah, well, we see Liquid here in a pretty decent position beneath the school here. They have a garage, they have vehicles, they can rotate, so Liquid in a pretty good start here.
Yeah, Liquid, we expect a lot from them, Melva, especially when we know that they made it, well, in both events at the PGI Grand Finals. They made it second in the first-person perspective and second in the third-person perspective.
That is unbelievable.
They are just a top-notch team. And I want to see how this changed now that they're using Mista instead of Scoom, how that's gonna end up for them.
Yeah, well, so for the time being, they're okay, but we gotta mention that Welcome to South Georgia was third in the first person and third in the third person as well in PGI, so they're here too, so competition is fierce.
Yeah, we've seen just a member of Tindergold here being knocked by a member of Welcome to South Georgia, so they are also down a player now. Tindergold, a team that has impressed us during the group stages. They've played really well, and still it is going to be hard for them here.
Yeah. And we see that phase, and we've seen them 2 days ago, how they played. They're one of the best teams I've ever seen playing PUBG, but now they're losing a player to Liquid. So easily on that rotation, so easily on that aggressive rotation to that compound over there. So you cannot do that. You can do that in open qualifiers or group stages, but here you will just lose a player like that.
Now, who would you say has the advantage here, Melva? I mean, who has the best possible position?
Well, it's really hard to say that because there are 20 teams, and just by looking at the map right here, it's really messy at the moment. We'll know better in a few seconds once the zone closes. But at the moment, it's really hard to say who has the best position.
And also, now I have a nice on-flight to Hospital, a team that has also made it barely into the grand finals. If you remember in the last match when they managed to edge out Pittsburgh Knights by 20 points in total.
Yeah.
That was just an insane performance by them, but also we did mention Pittsburgh Knights, and they couldn't really find their footing back in the group stages.
Yeah, that was pretty sad. But here, Liquid, just shooting at everyone, just playing it brave. I'm not sure if that's the place Gems wants to be right now. Well, you were just talking about Pittsburgh Knights, and they were playing games like this, you know, just boldly going, you know, on every team, fighting with everyone. And we all know how that ended up for them.
Yeah, but FaZe been, as you said, looking very amazing, very aggressive, and their aim was always on point. So if there is a team that I expect to at least perform aim-wise, I believe it's going to be FaZe.
Yeah, definitely, I would agree with that. Now we see that two guys from Welcome to South Giorgio are trying to rotate deeper into the zone, and they're doing it fairly early. So I'm pretty curious to see what spot are they going to choose here.
Yeah, now we do see, as you said, Welcome to South Giorgio just rotating, but multiple teams are rotating as well. We see Flight to Hospital and also Purple Cobras, but so far we don't see really anyone going down just yet.
Yeah, well, the southern part of the zone is pretty safe. So we see that Liquid is rotating there, and now we're on Penta here. They're just trying to do some damage to the teams that are rotating because they're already in a pretty decent position. But Bestaloch, and we all know what aim that guy has, is on their right flank. So I'm not sure if they want that. You know, they want that fight right now versus the guys from QBF.
Yeah, QBF can't be taken lightly at all here. They didn't end up on the second place in the group stage, but during the Open Qualifiers, Melva, they won 3 chicken dinners.
That was amazing.
And we've seen what this team is capable of. Maybe they're not known as some of the teams, but I'm sure that nobody here is going to underestimate them after their performance during the qualifiers.
Yeah, they're trying to do some damage over to the guys from Liquid already, and the guys from the FaZe are trying to rotate as well, so this could go really bad for FaZe right there. They're quite in the open.
Yeah, Fast FaZe is somewhat in the open, just driving a car. He has a member of Ghost next to him here, and I believe, well, Mikko is just going to escape here, so...
Yeah, it's okay for now. And again, Mista is trying to drive that bike. He's trying to get with his teammates there because 2 of them are already in the southern part of the map. And Liquid, yet again, look at that position on the southern part of the map. It's just beautiful. Their game sense is just out of this world.
Yeah, Liquid, in my eyes as well, as you said, the best team when it comes down to rotations. And their results just speak for themselves, Melva. They also won Star Series E-League Season 2 Grand Finals. I believe it was back this month. So them being able to win that and perform the way they did at the PGI, they are a huge favorites here to make it out.
And I just want to say that only this year, Liquid PUBG earned $436,000.
Yeah, that's
what
impressive to say the least.
What else to say about that team?
Yeah, well, I mean, we know what they're capable of, and yeah, they're the best team right now for a reason.
Definitely.
So.
Okay, now we see that the rest of the guys from Navi are trying to rotate fairly late into the zone. Well, they have a reason for that, of course. And they lost 2 players.
We do see the fight now between Gangstars and Moonwolf. We see Eduko being able to land double kill here onto the 2 members of Gangstars. Gangstars are in trouble now. O'Connell is gonna chip in as well. And now Gangstars only down to a single player. It's Miglo. Can he do something here? He's left on half HP and Moonwolf is just pushing them. And first team is out, Melva. It's Gangstars. They couldn't endure the pressure here. And Moonwolf starting strong.
Incredible. Three kills already. And yeah, Gangstars, the first team to go out. We did kind of mention them as an underdog here. And now we see why. Yeah,
I do agree with you. And most likely Meteor Makers. Actually, it's Welcome to South Giorgio. They have a drop next to them. I'm not sure if they just managed to loot it, and they're really close.
It's not looted yet. Miraku is really close to it. I'm not sure he's gonna risk that. As we can see that they're okay at the moment. Phase 3 is just hit in, and most of the teams are already in the zone. There's only Moonwolf, Dignitas, and G2 that are out of the zone, and Navi. left 2 players with 2 press, and they're kind of far from the zone. This rotation will be really hard for them.
Yeah, teams do have to make the decision how they wish to approach it. But now, MBS Low is kind of left alone, and we do see that Welcome to South Georgia is shooting on the nearby players from Team Sensei Esports here. They made it 4th in their group. It was Group B, but now they lost the member, so they will be down to 3.
Dignitas trying to rotate to Pochinki, but they have Penta, Brexco, they are waiting for them, and this is going to be a hard rotation for the guys from Dignitas, even though they're kind of got into the zone here, and Brexco is the only guy left in Pochinki for his team, so...
But we know how capable Brexco is, and we know how well he can play when he's on his own, so to be honest, I'm not really afraid for him here. However, Vuki lands a nice knock here onto Nelods, and Kaint is gonna have to try and save him here.
Now we're on 5 to hospital here. G2 are trying to rotate just beneath them, and this could go really bad for them.
Yeah, now we do see G2 being able to pass so far, and this has been looking really good for them, even though really dangerous at the same time.
Yeah.
But however, they don't really lose any of the players just yet. And
Flight Hospital not committing enough because they don't want to. They're aware of Meteor Makers beneath them, and they don't want to commit to that.
And
right now.
Vitality did find G2 here, so they are in trouble, losing several players already, just running into Vitality.
Yeah, Ibiza here, landing some shots on Zifon, and Zifon is knocked.
And Zifon is also down, so I believe Vako is the last player here left for G2. That rotation just didn't pan out well for them, and
that was not good, definitely, to say the least, bad rotation.
Yeah, that was, I mean, for a moment it looked good, right?
Yeah.
But as soon as they ran into Vitality,
yeah, and
that was just the end, so to say. But yeah, overall, really risky move by G2. However, there are plenty of matches to be played, and they will probably learn not to make this mistake in the future.
Yeah, definitely. Now we see that most of the teams are already in the zone, even though Moonwolf is just trying to get to the zone right now. They have kind of uncontested entry. Helen Sepai trying to do some damage on the Liquid guys, but look at are just providing cover fire for each other. That's just incredible to see.
Yeah, we do see 3 players of Liquid here just clumped up all the way. Hello Senpai, as you said, from QBF, he's kind of far away from his team, and he does have Pin nearby, but he's up against Liquid, and I don't think Liquid is gonna push this.
No, they put, but Ibiza is kind of far away from them, so I'm not sure what he's doing, but he's in trouble here. Bestalog has an eye on him, and yeah, I think they're gonna push that Shack because he has some decent here. He has Groza, and we know what Groza can do on a melee range.
Yeah, Groza, actually, Melva, if you paid attention, it's the weapon that we've seen the most in craze, at least in the OGA PUBG PIT Invitational so far. And I didn't really see many of the players really being able to use it to the full extent, so to say.
Yeah, it's not that easy now. Sid is just trying to do some damage on Ibiza. He does that, and they smell blood. The guys from QBF smell blood. Ibiza is in a world of hurt here.
Now, we did see actually King Club losing several members there to Tindergold.
Yeah, and, they're down to Sharkovo.
Yeah, this is looking good so far for Tindergold. They lost one of the players earlier, but King Club, they suffered heavy losses here.
Well, most of the teams will need to rotate into the zone. This zone is going to prove that it'll be hard for the most of the teams, and yet alone 60 players are alive. Whoa, this is going to be a bloodbath in any second now.
Yeah, this is going to be a bloodbath. So many teams are rotating at the same time. Penta entering, crossing close to FaZe as well, and let's see if this fight is gonna happen here. Most likely it will. Penta in a nearby proximity of FaZe, but so far no fights going on. We see King Club, the second team that's gonna exit this match fairly early, Melva, and now I believe we are gonna have a fight between Penta and FaZe. It's just a matter of seconds.
Penta
let's see if
right now.
can maybe do something. We do see that FaZe is kind of retreating, and also Tindergold in the nearby compound. They can maybe provide, so to say, covering fire for FaZe. And we are gonna see how this one is going to end up.
Jemty is watching the flank for his team. Penta are trying to rotate on the left flank of the hill, and I'm not sure why they did that. Now they're in a kind of inferior position to FaZe, so this is going to be really interesting to see.
Yeah, and also, as you said, Liquid here, so many great teams, and G2 is out as well now. We've just seen Vako going down, so yeah, very unfortunate for them. Another team as well, it's actually now we that's gonna exit early into this match. We haven't really seen a lot from them. Usually they weren't really in the middle of the safe zone, so...
Not a good start from them, definitely.
Not a good start indeed, Melva, but still, game number 1. Not a big deal if you make mistake and just play another game.
Yeah, Fly to Hospital in a dire position right here. Zone is closing in. They have whole Moonwolf in front of them and they need to push. And Moonwolf are just nicely spread 1-3 there, and I'm not sure how Fly to Hospital will enter this zone.
Yeah, Fly to Hospital is not going to have an easy path, but however, QBF, they're kind of gate-kept here by Vitality. They also have Moonwolf on their left pretty much, and also Fly to Hospital, so QBF, they have to do really a lot here to pass this barrier, so to say.
Finn is trying to push towards them. He's gonna get into the zone. He's hearing the shots that are being exchanged. Moonwolf and guys from Fly to Hospital. Moonwolf down to 50%. He needs to take a cover there.
Yeah, Moonwolf, we've already seen them in a fight with Gangstars. They've been able to eliminate that team. Now another team is out. It's Sensei Esports that's gonna go down. We are down to 15, Melva.
Yeah.
And this is so interesting to see, considering in the group stages we had some games where we had 13 teams.
Yeah.
But now it's a bloodbath. And again, Moonwolf in fight with QBF. Pin is knocked. However, Moonwolf, they're fighting on several locations here.
Yeah, they're knocking down 2 players from the Flight Hospital. The only one standing is Sad, and he's gonna get pushed right now. Watch out, he's doing just that. He's trying to pin him.
They have another player, just White, so Sad is not alone. However, Moonwolf, they are somewhat sandwiched here, I'd say.
Yeah, Sad down to 20%, and he isn't... he's gonna go down as well. Just White is the only one left standing, and I'm not sure how he's gonna do this, but it's gonna be close to impossible.
Yeah, this is gonna be really tough position for the last remaining player of Fly to Hospital. And still, QBF and Moonwolf, they have both full squads, and somehow they've managed to dodge each other into this fight.
Yeah, that's incredible. That was just incredible. I thought that fight is inevitable, but they kind of managed to survive with full squads there.
Now FaZe with a really great position into the safe zone, Malva. I think they have one of the best positions right now. Also Cloud9 looking pretty good there on the northwest side of the safe zone. So I would say those two teams have really good positions.
Yeah, Vitality indirectly helping the QBF here. So they're knocking down O'Connell, and Dukos is trying to push like... Vitality have the eyes on Moonwolf, and this could go really bad for Moonwolf right here.
Yeah, and QBF is also in a world of trouble. Moonwolf somehow, some way, they're managing to hold this one, and we see another team going out. That is Purple Cobras. They lost the fight against Winside and C9 there, but now QBF, they lost, I believe they only have a single player left, that's Bestoloch.
Yeah.
And Moonwolf is basically onto him here.
Yes, but this is just like 5 teams on the southern part, and Vitality is just wreaking havoc upon both of the teams. Moonwolf down by 2 players. The only one left standing is Educo, and for QBF, you already said Bestoloch, and I'm not sure how they're going to rotate into the zone.
Yeah, Vitality proving to be too strong here. Moonwolf is out, Melva, we are down to 13. Bestoloch is probably going to go down as well. Team 7 is out, that's Ghost Gaming. They've died 2 Pentasports here. And it's just so many fights at the same time.
Yeah.
It's very hard to catch them all, so
Liquid
to say.
versus Penta here. Penta are kind of backing off because Liquid Samty down there is just providing cover fire for Mista. And Penta will go a bit back, but Vitality again, just incredible plays by that team right now.
James is knocked. I believe Mista can save him since he's hiding behind the tree, but Bestoloch is now out as well. So Malva, we are down to 11. And Penta doing really good here. Also, Flight to Hospital is out as well. And still, a lot of favorites remain in this game, and it can be anyone's.
Cloud9, 7 kills.
Cloud9 looking really impressive, and 3 chicken dinners during the group stage.
Yeah.
together with FaZe. Yeah, that's
Group
something.
stage, they had like 60 or something like that kills in 8 games, and again, they're just continuing that tradition. You know, they're incredible.
Now Vitality is rotating Malva, and I'm not sure if they are going to commit like G2 did, and we know how that ended up for them. And now, welcome to South Giorgio is out as well. It's gonna be Moody that's gonna deliver that frag, and now we are down to 9.
Yeah, we have new zone, and oh my god, like one team is that in that zone. It's only Winside Esport, 2 players from that team, and it's gonna be a bloodbath in the next minute. It's in the open fields, and I'm not sure how teams will handle this.
I'm curious to see how teams on the south are gonna rotate here. We have Meteor Makers, we have FaZe, we have Penta, we have Vitality, we have Liquid. I don't know what's gonna happen here. It's so hard to predict, Malva.
It's gonna be really hard, especially for, well, Penta decided to rotate early, while we see here Mista from Liquid is trying to flank them because they know they don't have a lot of time. So they need to push them. They need to push them right now.
They still have the full squad.
Yeah.
And Liquid, on the other hand, they have 3 with Mista being down on low HP, and they're being shot by Vitality. Now James is gonna go down once again.
Yeah, and this is a dire situation for Liquid right here. I think that this was like 3rd knock for James. So yeah, he's going down really fast. And pretty interesting rotation by Vitality here. They're trying to rotate with the cars. That could prove to be really bad for them.
Yeah, now James is once again revived, but Penta, they might decide to take a fight here with Liquid. However, they're virtually next to each other, and I believe Braxo and Kaint are taking the lead here. Braxo will knock Mista here. James is gonna go down as well. Braxo making an amazing job. Still, Kaint is next to him. He has the potential to save him, and it's all up to something now from Liquid, and now FaZe is joining the fight as well. And we do see Vitality being completely destroyed here in the rotation.
Exactly.
They will be going out, and
that was pretty bad rotation by Vitality. They were playing it perfectly until then.
And now Liquid down to 1. FaZe down to 2 with Fast FaZe being knocked, and now Meteor Makers are making the move as well. Penta still shooting at the nearby teams, and they have the full squad alive.
Yeah, Samty is in the zone right now. Penta has 4 players alive, 5 kills under their belt, and they're just trying to do some damage around.
We do see
Samty is out,
Liquid is out. Not the start I expected for Liquid, but they do finish on the 8th spot here, and now Spoof is gonna push FaZe here by the looks of it. FaZe, their sandwich, Jempty is gonna go down to Celis from Thundergold, and now maybe Spoof is going to commit here.
Yeah, he will need to commit because the zone is just, the blue zone is coming, and he's not in it. So neither are the FaZe players, but he's 2 against 1. So
yeah, this is really tough for him, and he's gonna go out. Fast FaZe and AC will find him. Now we are down to 6, Malva.
Yeah, Penta down to 2 players. Well, I just said that, and Braxco is the only one left standing. He needs to rotate into the zone. Udyr is knocked over there in the smoke, so that should be fine for the time being.
And you know what's interesting? Winside and Dignitas just being next to each other for the majority of the game. Yeah. They didn't really attack each other, right? They were just standing there on their portion of the map and just chilling, so to say.
Yeah, and Thundergold in the middle of the map with 2 players alive. I mean, 2 players don't seem like much, but in this phase of game and on this position, they're probably in the best position to win this game.
And I just love how Cloud9 is approaching this game. We do see Braxco being knocked, and Penta, they only have Udyr now left. And I think Dignitas is gonna push them now, so we might see Penta exiting here.
Yeah. Well, let's see what Udyr has to say about that. He's not in the zone. The zone is gonna go in 19 seconds. He has whole of Dignitas in front of him. And Thundergold is on the left, so I'm not sure how Penta will rotate.
Yeah, this is gonna be really hard for Udyr Mayfire here. But who knows, maybe he can do something. And now Winside finally in a fight with Dignitas. Gustav is gonna go down. Dignitas down to 3. Can they kill the top here? So far it doesn't seem to be the case, but I feel like it's just a matter of time. Winside is out. We are down to 5 teams. However, Dignitas did take casualties, and now Cloud9, they're pushing Thundergold into this house here. Stab, he seems committed to make some frags.
Yeah. Hollywood is on the top floor there, but I'm not sure if he wants to stay there because of the bombs and everything. I'm not sure if the guys from inside have them at the moment. He's trying to drop some smoke so they don't blindly push him, and they're okay for now. They're just gonna share this house.
Yeah, they're just gonna share this house and probably wait for the next save zone. But now, FaZe, they're in the open. We do see Dignitas kind of in the open as well as soon as they pass those trees. And the worst position, I would say, Udir. And he needs to make something happen here. So far, no one is really focused on him, but that might not last forever. And Nerf is gonna get knocked by Buki here. Nice long-range shot by him.
Yeah, the guys from Dignitas are on the slope overlooking the house here. They need to push right now.
On the 5th place, and now Dignitas, they have to make a move. However, they have so many players next to them. Stab inflicts so much damage. Dignitas is gonna go out. Melva, we are only down to 3 teams. C9, Tindergold, and FaZe. Who is going to be victorious in match number 1 here?
Stab and Moody, the only one left standing for Cloud9. I'm not sure if they're gonna, yeah, K-Mind is gonna go down as well. Hollywood took care of that. So it's 2 against 2 in the house. It's pretty crowded in this house.
Yeah, this is a party house, so to say. And but Moody is still alive. We know what this guy is capable of. We see him perform and eliminate teams single-handedly, especially in the group stage when he was killing Tia alone in Pochinki. And let's see if he can bring the victory here for Cloud9. Celis is gonna take down Nerf. So we are only down to 6 players.
Yeah, the problem is the rotation is in the open field over here. So I don't think that even those haystacks or tractor over there will provide cover. So the best option here is just to take some vehicle and make some cover in the middle of this field. But he's not aware of Fuzzface and 80 on his right flank. So this could go really bad for him.
Would you say that FaZe has the best position maybe?
Yeah, because fight between the guys in the house is just inevitable. And FaZe will just score them when they try to get to the zone.
Yeah, and now I think Moody's position is really good, hiding there behind the haystack. And now Celis is exiting the house. He's playing near one of the cars, and maybe this is gonna catch Moody off guard here.
Yeah, he didn't see him going through.
And now Moody is gonna go down. Celis completely catching him off guard. And now Stab, the last player for C9 in the house. Can he make it happen? He has Hollywood and Celix next to him.
Yeah, Celis did hurt him. And he's just gonna try to rotate into the zone because it's 30 seconds until the zone closes, and it's in phase 8, and we know how much that blue zone hurts.
Yeah, that blue zone makes so much damage. Hollywood gets the knock onto Fuzzface. It's all up to 8C, and it's only Tindergold with 2 players alive. They might be able here to get the victory if things align for them. Yeah. Now Stab is gonna need to make a move really soon, and Celis is gonna take him down. Now it's Thundergold against FaZe. Ace is gonna knock Hollywood. Can Celis maybe get the return frag? It's one against one basically here, Melva.
Oh my god, it's just a sliver of health for him. And 80 in a superior position here. Celis will try to heal up.
Yeah, this is epic here. 1 against 1, and in the end it's FaZe Clan that's gonna win match number 1. 80, the player that is standing in for FaZe, going massive, brings the victory for his team. However, Thundergold, they played awesome as well. They're huge underdogs here, and they managed to win fights against C9, and they have Melva total of 10 frags. Celis TV with 7 frags alone against these teams.
Yeah, well, it's only the first game, you know, and they did really extraordinary this game, but I want to see them play more, you know. There are 7 more games ahead of them, and this zone did go onto them most of the time. Even the last zone, the phase 8 zone, was onto them, and they had that house. So